What's going on, guys? My name is Kaylee and welcome back to the Honeystead. You guys are up in the Beekeeper's Apothecary with me, and right here behind me is this big metal shiny thing that I've had a few people ask, what the heck is it? What do you do with it? So I've had it for a few months and I think it's time that I can do an honest review about my Berkey water filtration system. Before we get too much into this video, I'm just gonna let you guys know I'm not getting paid by Berkey to actually do this video. I am sharing my honest and open review after having it for a couple of months and what I have learned. I do have an affiliate link that I will share down below that if anyone is interested in purchasing your own Berkey water filtration system, you can use my link and that does help support my channel. The Berkey water filter that I have is actually the Crown. This is one of the larger ones, and the reason why I got a larger one is because we are up here in our apothecary where we do a lot of our workshops. Typically have around 10 to 15 people that come in and do hands-on workshops, whether it's foraging or tea blending. We even have a fire cider workshop. I typically will do a couple of beekeeping workshops throughout the year, and then next year I'm getting really excited about the potential workshops that we have coming up, and I cannot wait to put them out there. The other thing that we do in our apothecary is we actually see clients to be able to give them herbal consultations. We work up proper protocols based on that individual's needs and come up with a game plan of different herbs that that individual could use and educate them on the herbs and how to use them and what to do with it and so on. If anyone is interested in having an herbal consultation, I will put my website link down below and you can read all about it. We decided to put the Berkey water filtration system up here first. I am already planning on getting a couple more, one for my house and one for the barn shop, but because we have so many people that do come in here, we figured this model would be probably the best for the abundance of people that we have coming in on a normal basis. Typically before I go on a foraging walk, I will grab my big old mason jar and I will fill it up, and then we will hike it through the trails and go start harvesting all the beautiful things that are growing all around us. This model right here holds about 6 gallons of water, which is good for about 8 to 12 people. I didn't want to continue to buy water bottles for people to be able to go on walks on. I'm honestly trying to get away from using plastic water bottles, and so I will typically use either glass, my mason jars. I always have people questioning me about what's in my mason jar. Promise it is water, but that's not the only reason why I have been so very much excited about adding a Berkey water filtration system to our homestead. The Berkey water filter removes 99.9% of all viruses, as well as 99.9% of bacteria and contaminants inside your water. The contaminants may be heavy metals, they might be chemicals. It even removes the bad taste and odor from your water. And from reading about the Berkey and seeing all the people from all different walks of life being able to benefit from it, whether it's people who are living in towns and cities and apartments with town water, or people who live off of well water. And I've shared a little bit of my past with you guys about my childhood and finding natural springs, filling up our bathtub because we were without power for so long. And I know that the things that I experienced as a child growing up has definitely made me who I am to this day. And fast forwarding to the moment that my husband and I were on the hunt for property to start up our homestead, one of the biggest deal breakers that he and I had on our list is we had to have a source of water. Whether it was a pond or a natural spring, we feel that it's a necessity to have an alternative source of water. Maybe this is the survivalist in me as well as my husband, but we wanted to make sure that we had a way to have water, have clean drinking water, no matter what. I started doing my research on water filtration systems that are gravity fed. The Berkey does not require any electricity throughout its purification process of cleaning the water. I have 2 filters inside our Berkey, which one filter will filter as much as 3,000 gallons throughout its life expectancy, which is estimated to be about 2 years. And if you have more than one filter, that will double the life expectancy of the filter. When I was doing my research about Berkey, I came across a gentleman who shared how he took a bucket of nasty creek water and poured it into his Berkey to then filter through. And watching the process of the filters and how it actually cleaned that contaminated water, which then he poured out some of the cleanest looking drinking water, I think that is definitely what sold me. Because the filters will clean out 99.9% of all contaminants, I would feel safe going down and collecting a bucket of water. And I might have to do that in one of my future videos to share with you guys and show you how the nasty water can then be completely cleaned out. Now, outside of the survivalist in me and the excitement that I have on knowing that I can provide clean, fresh drinking water for my family with literally the creek down below if I need to in the event of, there are other benefits to having a Berkey water filtration system. Looking at the benefits in a cost-saving mindset, it roughly cost me about 3 cents per gallon of water, which is remarkably a lot cheaper than being able to go and buy bulk bottles of water on a normal basis. But it also cuts down on waste. I didn't want to have to continue to provide bottles and bottles of water for people, for my family, for myself, and creating such abundance of trash. That was one of the key factors for looking at having a Berkey. Not just being able to have clean drinking water from all sources, but cutting down our waste, cutting down our trash, and getting rid of the plastic bottles. The other thing about your Berkey is that it is self-sterilizing, which basically means it's bacterial static, which impedes the growth of mold and mildew, keeping your water clean and fresh and healthy. Even though I have the larger model, they do make smaller models as well, which I do plan on getting at least 2 other models. But what's nice is if I'm doing an event outside, I could take this whole thing outside. It doesn't have to be hooked up to anything. It's freestanding. It doesn't require any type of water hookup or electricity hookup as well. The one thing I will add is that when you order your Berkey, there are some extra things that you can get. You can get a stand with it, which I don't have yet. I might make a stand actually. And then I did go ahead and upgrade to the stainless steel faucet. You're gonna see me in the reflection of this. It's very nice and shiny. It is gravity fed. And you take it, it's empty right now because all the water has filtered all the way down. Those are the 2 filters that we have inside the Berkey. So you fill this up and then after time, the gravity then drips all the way down, and this is the holding chamber where you have your nice clean drinking water. Not only is it truly a functional addition to your home, homestead, barn, wherever you need clean drinking water, it's also pretty aesthetic and pleasing to your eye. It does not look like a big plastic water bottle. I mean, I think this looks clean, it looks sleek, and I think it fits in here pretty well. Thank you guys for coming up to the apothecary with me and talking about this Berkey water purification system and how much I love it and why I love it. And I just needed to have a couple of months with it to fully understand it and get my honest opinion, obviously taste the water, before I grab my camera and shared it with you guys. And as always, don't be afraid to get your hands dirty and learn something old.